Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts and all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Everybody, we're going to 53. And let's get that roll.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Check. Here we go, 47. Check, 31. Then we're going to 53. Plus, 26.
Prescott off play action. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right here we go. Back to pass. Rush in. Right, kill. 27. 26.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
There you go. Go ahead, Nate.
Line 36. Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now. You better.
At 47.
That's a what?
26.
That's a what?
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. All day. Just like
26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Go ahead, Nate.
Line 36.
Brilliant. Switch.
26.
Small. No.
Check it out, Reed. Joker. Alert 3.
26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the
Here we go. 46.
36.
26.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
J.J. Watt. A loss of 5 yards on the sack. It's 2nd down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. What? Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Here we go. That's it. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check it back.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Check 3. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 55.
On 2nd down, Johnson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check.
Block 54.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped them behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Everyone got 4 down. Set up. Check. Fresno. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there on third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. On the left side, Gallup's got it. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jackson will throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. Touchdown, Cowboys! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys are set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, but it'll be 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with 4th down and 1. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Elliott running right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DJ Reader. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
All day, every day, any day. Let go. 36. Line 36. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now it's Jackson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got his man there complete to Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Again, Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mike, 55. Check.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
On first down, it's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hill. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
He's coming, double up. Check safety, check safety.
From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action with Jackson. And it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson throwing again. They'll roll him out right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 41 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Back at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson is going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 74 yards as his guys have now moved out in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37.
Check 31.
Out of the gun, Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now it's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Now Watson, eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Where's 31?
And they start the second half with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check 55, Mike. Come on. Check 24.
On second down now. It's Johnson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Check. Watch the defense. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check 15. Check 15. Kill. Check 24. Check 24. He's checking 59. Check 47. Crash.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Watson now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
57 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Markevius Mingo showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
3rd and 14.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so they had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson going deep for... That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, this is caught. 12 yards there and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They come up in an offset eye. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Line 36. Watch the screen. Watch the screen go. Watch the screen. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Chance, my chance, my chance. No take.
They go to Elliott again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. He finds an opening past the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Benardrick McKinney able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
Watch 36 to Mike.
10th carry now for Elliott. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Texans 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Bang. Set up. Slam. Under 10. Watch the eye.
Again, it's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 36.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will be taken at the 13. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Check.
On 4th down, Watson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Mindset. 19. Get the ball. I got it.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Where's the tap? 19. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
2nd and 6.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Let's go now. Now the book. Check 26, check 26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Watch 36, 36. Mike 36, Mike 36. Go!
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Switch, switch, switch. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Jackson from the shotgun. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check out read. Jumper, 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 jumper. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 6, man.
Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Kill, kill. Kill, kill. Ready, go.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check four.
Watson now to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Don't say nothing. Yo, Mike 50. Hey, here we go. First thing. Watch the pass. Ain't no look up.
From the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And he finds Stills, complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards that time. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They wanted that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. And the Lone Star State has a new champion. It's the Houston Texans, kings of the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.